I'm going.
I'm activating the box now. The power button is to deactivate it, and the code is 984. So, all right, the box is now activated. So, okay. Okay, you're good. Take that. Hello, welcome to my Porch Pirate presentation. Here I'm talking about the flowchart, the circuit diagram, and then detailed versions of the code. So first we have the flowchart. Oops. We have the flowchart. When we start, we configure the pins. It is currently in the limit switch is equal to high. Since it is currently closed, the photoresistor is under 120 since the box has yet to be opened and the servos have yet to move. Then it checks if the limit switch is open. Is it opened? If it's not open and the limit switch is still closed and low, that means it'll go back to the state it was previously. But if it is low, then it'll check the photoresistor. And then if the photoresistor is greater than 120, it will move to make sure to see if the box was open. Because if it is greater than 120, the box has been open. If it's not, it'll go back to the right circular square shaped. And then if it's low, both of the servos will activate, launch the deterrents, and then reset. You have to activate it each time that you go through. Here is the wiring diagram. We have the 9-volt source right in the middle at the top going in. On the left side, we have the photoresistor with the 10 kilo ohm, making sure that it doesn't fry the circuit, but measuring it through the A0 pin. We've got on the most bottom right-hand corner, that is the IR receiver connected to ground. Also connected to 3.3 volts, and then the pin 5 also connected to as well to send signals to. On the most right hand side, we have two servos. Pin 9 connects the blinking police light, and then pin 10 connects the confetti cannons. So if those are both activated, it'll start to move. And then finally, we have the limit switch in series with the 10 kilo ohm resistor. If it's closed, once again, it'll go through. If it's open, it won't go through. Then we have commented code. On this left-hand side, as you can see, we initialize all of the variables. So the IR receiver pin is at 5. We make sure that we have the IR command. We have two separate servos. The limit switch pin is 3. Power is 1. I'll talk a little bit more about what that means. The resistor pin is A0 to read the resistor value. I'll talk a little bit more about what pause and current state means. We have to begin the IR receiver. The serial monitor is for debugging. Then we attach the first servo pin to pin 9, the second servo pin to pin 10. The first one's for the flashing lights again, the second one is for the confetti cannons. We initialize both of those servos, and then pin mode, the limit switch input pull up to make sure that the lows and highs are correct, and then that it's an input, and as well as the photoresistor. Moving on to the right side, we have power to get a specific code. We read if it is the IR command button, then we go through and it has to be put in a specific order. Then after we get the correct activation, if it equals 10, then we start to read the limit switch. If it's low, then that's when we start to read the photoresistor. And if that is over 120, then both of the servos will activate. We'll go from 90 to 0, and then 90 to 0, and it has delays for that. Thank you.